You asked, we answered. To celebrate the launch of the brand new winter update and the Sergeant and the Lioness DLC, we've released free tools for creating custom lords, trails, and castles in Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition. But if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, don't worry. This tutorial will guide you through the key steps in designing your own CPU lord, castle, and skirmish trail so you can become a custom content master and share your ideas with the world. Let's get started. First things first, make sure you download the Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition Winter Update if you haven't already, then download the Castle and CPU Lord Editor from the Tools section of your Steam library. To create a brand new custom lord, select any of the existing lords and then click Create Custom Lord from default. Name your CPU and hit Create. Then load User Lord. To get started, let's look at the Lord stats. Your CPU can be a Crusader, Arabic, or Bedouin leader. We'll go with Bedouin. Then select a power level to determine how tough your lord will be to play against and set the amount of health they'll have. For example, the rat has the lowest HP of 50% and the wolf has the highest at 200%. So bear those in mind to figure out how hardy your lord should be. You'll find handy tooltips like this throughout the editor, indicated by blue text. So if you're ever confused on what to do, give them a read. Lastly, choose what kind of flag will be displayed around your lord's stronghold. Next is economy. These settings dictate how your lord runs their castle, including population and taxes, construction, trading, and resource production like food and weaponry. All of these fields contain the default values of whichever lord you selected to start with, but you can change them as you like. You can also untick each section to hide them and keep their default values. Popularity and tax management sets the parameters for keeping your lord's peasants happy, as well as earning valuable gold. Balance rations, ale consumption, and religion to your preference. Building construction manages the placement of resource-gathering structures like woodcutters and iron mines. You can set a maximum build limit for industry buildings so your lord doesn't overspend their materials. Market trade tells your lord what resources to buy and sell during a game. Setting thresholds for items means they won't be traded unless there's a certain amount of that item in the stockpile or granary. You can also set a gold reserve to make sure that trading never totally empties your treasury. Finally, Resource Production Industries decides which farms your lord should build, as well as what weapons their blacksmiths, fletchers, and pole turners should craft. Are they a bread and cheese lover? Do they prefer spears or pikes? It's up to you. In the military command section, recruitment strategy controls how often a lord will recruit new units depending on how strong their position is in each game. At every interval, the lord will recruit units to defend, harass, or siege, which is decided by a chance percentage. Defensive forces, harass forces, and siege forces all function in a similar way. They determine what types of units your lord will dispatch in each situation, as well as how many units they'll send and how those units will behave. Garrison patrols are the groups of units that defend a castle's exterior and interior. Harass forces are units that will raid the areas surrounding enemy castles and damage external buildings like farms or quarries. And siege forces are the dedicated armies that your lord will send to attack enemy strongholds directly. Now you can get really detailed with the siege composition and tactics here, so take your time in drafting the perfect army for your custom CPU. Remember that if you've selected units from multiple factions, you'll need to place their recruitment buildings during your castle construction later. Otherwise, your lord will be missing some of their troops. Finally, there's the forces your lord will start with at the beginning of games. These are split into normal, crusader, and deathmatch categories to match the types of skirmish you can play in-game. Click the faction toggles to enable or disable units and input the number of troops your lord should start with for each game type. When you're all done, hit save. And there you have it, your own completely custom CPU lord. Editing existing Stronghold Crusader lords is a similar process. Just select a lord, click New Lord Configuration, edit all the stats you like, then click Save and name your edited lord configuration. It's as simple as that. Now we're moving on to the next stage in creating your own CPU lord, castle design. To create a new castle for your custom lord, click Load Custom Lord, select your lord, and then click New Castle. Every castle starts with a keep, and this will be built automatically in every game. In the top right, you'll see a number counter with arrow buttons on either side. This counter is the number of build steps it takes to fully construct your design in-game. Every time you place a wall or a building, those placements become steps, and those steps tell the computer what order everything should be built in. Step 1, place a granary here. Step 2, place a market there, and so on. You have access to towers, workshops, traps, and more, so design your custom lord's castle however you like. You can also place unit markers to plan the stronghold's defensive perimeter. Made a mistake? Just undo it with the delete button. When you're happy with your design, click Save Castle and give it a name. Stupendous job, my liege. Creating a new castle for existing lords or editing one of their current designs can be done in the same way. Select a lord from the menu, then click New Castle to create another masterpiece from scratch, or click Load Built-in Castle to alter a copy of their original designs. Editing an existing lord's castle will not overwrite the original. It'll be saved as a totally separate file, so there's no risk of damaging those classic strongholds. To find your custom CPU lord in-game, create a custom skirmish or multiplayer game and open the lord selection menu. You'll see a button with a telescope and a compass. Click that to bring up the custom lords list where you should be able to find your brand new lord. Select them and click Add. The question mark button next to their name allows you to customize the CPU and choose which custom castle they should build in your skirmish if you designed more than one. Et voila! Your lord is ready for battle. And these customization options are available for existing lords too. With your custom lords and castles ready to go, now it's time to take a look at making your very own custom trail. To get to the custom trail maker, open Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition and head to the map editor. If you've downloaded the free winter update, you'll see some new options at the bottom of the screen. Inside the custom trail maker, click on the Manage Trail button and you'll see 50 numbered boxes. These are the missions for your trail, but they're all empty to start with. To design a new mission, select at least one enemy lord, a map, and choose the settings for your battle. Then go back to Manage Trail, click the one button and then Save Mission. This will assign the game you just designed to be Mission 1 and become the start of your custom trail. Keep making missions until you're happy with the length of your trail. You can use custom lords in your missions too, along with custom maps made in the map editor. When you're done, click Export Trail, give your trail a name, and then Export Trail to finish. With all these tools combined, you can handcraft the Stronghold Crusader experience of your dreams. To share your custom content with other players, go to the map editor and use the upload buttons to submit your custom CPU lords, extended existing lords, and castles to the Steam Workshop. Alternatively, you can find your custom content in the game files by clicking the Open Custom Trails folder button in the Custom Trail Maker and hopping back a folder. There, you'll find folders for custom lords, custom trails, and extended lords. To download other players' custom content, just head to the Crusader DE Steam Workshop to browse the community's amazing submissions and subscribe to the ones you want to try. They'll be automatically added to the game for you. Custom trails can all be found under the skirmish menu, and you'll find custom CPUs and castles in either custom skirmish setups or multiplayer. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you're well on your way to creating your own custom lords, castles, and trails for Crusader DE. Both the custom trail maker and the castle and CPU lord editor are available now as part of the newest base game free update, which you can download on Steam. There's also a free written guide available that covers everything we've talked about today. Speaking of updates, a lot of you have asked what's next for Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition after the release of the free winter update and second paid DLC. We can't share anything just yet, but we can tell you to stay tuned here on the Firefly YouTube channel and watch out for future announcements. Like the video and hit that subscribe button to be notified when we upload our next video. See you then!